Hi, welcome to our series of short videos on the new normal, where we're giving you an inside look at strategies and trends that we're seeing in planning activities with companies around the globe during the pandemic. So today I am joined, as always, by Mary Abazia and Sean. Hello, everybody.
Hey, Tom.
And today, Mary is going to take us through something that she's seeing regarding segmentation. Mary, what are you seeing?
Yeah, thank you. Well, we're working with a lot of industrial and heavy equipment. Often there's even a diagnostic portion to it. And our clients we're seeing this great divide, if you will, where some of the clients are saying, you know, I'm really in trouble. And other ones are like, I'm making hay. This is a really good opportunity for us because there's such a great demand. So companies that sell large equipment is the focus of this. And I'm going to show you my screen because we actually have a segmentation that that shows this. Let me share my screen. And when we go to our toolkit that Tom actually showed this in the last video, but I'm going to show you this with the heavy equipment. And this is the segmentation here. And you can see that there are some of the, one of the segments is, we call it Keep Me in the Game. And you see that the key thing is I have to manage my cash flow right now. Things are really tight. I'm trying to manage my risk. So number one and number two. Whereas this second segment, you can see there's a real big difference here. This is a different organization where they have a lot of opportunity. They've been sitting on cash. And now they're saying, I can grow my operation if I focus in the right areas, and my suppliers are really good partners in getting me the things. I don't run short on any supplies. So in that case, they are trying to optimize their performance, and even this predictive downtime maintenance. This is important for them and for the partners that they have to make sure that everyone's in sync. This third segment is kind of interesting too. We've all been watching analytics for a while, but in the pandemic, we're seeing this acceleration of a lot of things from the trends, including utilizing analytics in even newer and smarter ways. So just as if you have a car and you're getting that report now, it's like a one email that says everything about your car. It's very predictive, and this is what we're seeing with some of these large equipment companies. They're doing the same thing where there's, for the right customers that are trying to really manage it, they get this every day. They can see exactly what is predictive in their operation with all their equipment, and then making sure that through that they can optimize their performance. So you can see these three segments, these three clusters of different types of customers are driven by different things. So what does that?
You know what's interesting about that, Mary, compared to, you know, when Tom did that example of the economic buyer, and it's interesting that when you look at it with a segmentation lens, yeah, economic buyers, you know, it means something different. Like managing cash flow in segment one, to keep me in the game, is a matter of survival. It's imperative. And even if you get over to the going for growth, you're still going to have that economic driver, but it's less in importance. It's how these segments value and rate those different drivers, isn't it? Which just really shows out here compared to just that one dimension approach.
Yeah, I think Sean, you're hitting the key point head on. Exactly. So what? If that does exist, what do? You know, in one example, you just really say, oh my, you know, we've got all these economic buyers and a lot of our dear customers are in trouble. So I need to just put more energy into that. But as you're saying here, Sean, you end up, if you put all of your efforts against just keeping me in the game, that segment, you're going to lose an opportunity to really help the going for growth and the all about analytics grow too. So if you have the mind space and the resources to address more than one segment here, you need to. And so let's go there, Sean. Let's see what we got.
Fine.
So we did a what we call the whole product, and that's where these are the three segments, and there's a saying, treat different customers different, and that's what this is about, where the core product for all of your customers may still be your heavy equipment. Both segments have that. But here's the keep me in the game segment, and here's that other one that's that's going for growth. And as we start to look at what these companies are doing to have two different offers, is the augmented product for that keep me in the game. They're trying to manage their cash flow. So anything you can do to help lessen that demand by, if they're ordering supplies or disposables in some cases, you give them an opportunity to buy a smaller amount, so there's less cash outlay. Whereas the other, where they're going for growth, they've got a lot of demand, they can't afford to miss a step, you give them priority deliveries. And they'll probably even pay a bit more because it's that critical, and they understand that value. In the keeping me in the game, the services may be creative financing programs. We see this, John Deere is probably one of the best companies we see do that. And they provide extended payments perhaps. Whereas over here, on this side, that going for growth, again, it's about that performance. There's, you can be part of an optimization package where you're getting scheduled and unscheduled maintenance. So you can plan for things you can plan for, but you're ready for those things sometimes that don't, because there's warning signs, and the sensors that are now on this equipment help you do that. In the third rung of this whole product, so we did the core, the augmented product and services. That outside ring is where you can differentiate, treat different segments different. Information, there may be other government assistance programs if you're in farming or in pharmaceuticals, especially in this post-pandemic. There's a lot of resources that are potentially available for different industries. So making sure they're aware of it as a good partner. Whereas that going for growth, you may have some AI-assisted type models that you can provide to them so that they are even smarter in the decisions, and there's a hotline that is immediately available anytime to make sure that they keep running. So Sean, do you have any thoughts on these two different offers to two different segments?
Yeah, I think it's interesting how obviously the same product can be varied just outside of its core. The other thing that struck me though was looking at the example of creative finance programs for their customers. It's always worth remembering that when we look at segments and needs-based segments, sometimes those needs are solving the problems of their customers. So it goes down the chain. And if we can help them solve their customers' problems, you know what I mean? It's like it reminds us that this is not just a one-dimensional, what can we do for our customer? Often it's what can we do to help keep them in the game with their customers. It goes beyond. And I think this is a good tool for thinking about those kind of augmented products that we can wrap around the core.
Yeah, what a great point. It is always about helping them with their customers. So this is Tom.
Yep, so treat different customers differently, even in a pandemic, I guess is what we're saying. Hopefully that's some information that you can use in your planning processes. We just wanted to let you know that right now we are helping companies around the globe plan, even though they're all in various stages of lockdown, using Zoom breakout rooms to kind of mimic the live workshops that all of you know us for. Also by using private websites to host videos that allow people to kind of get access to content and information about our tools anytime, anywhere. And of course, using the tool set that Mary just demonstrated, the virtual tool set, our virtual posters, to help them actually collaborate with their teams no matter where they are and build their plan as they go along. So hopefully information that you can use, and hopefully you are all doing well. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.